Hello everybody. Happy Equinox. We are here. Spring is here. And OMG, is it blowing hot? Is it blowing cold? I keep thinking of that song. You're hot and you're cold, yes and you're no. You know, one minute I've got my jumper on, the next minute I'm taking it off because this is where we are. It was snowing yesterday and here we are. Spring is here. It is the official start of the new year astrologically, so our final new year. And I just wanted to check in with you because obviously I've been speaking to a lot of my clients and there is a lot of shaky energy going on. You may not know this, but there are a lot of solar flares hitting the earth this month in particular, and there is stuff going on at the moment with the magnetic poles shifting and the magnetic field around the earth not operating the way it should. You can check that out through the scientific means, you know, National Geographic, etc. But there's also lots of woo-woo stuff written about it as well. For me, this is a really important time to celebrate because it's when light and dark are in equal balance and we get this opportunity to see a panoramic view of our lives and actually see just how much we've grown, just how many wonderful things we've done and achieved and how far we've actually come, and then just how much more work there is to do if we want to fulfill the intentions that we have, if we want to see the seeds that we want to harvest in September, October grow well, then what is the work we need to do now? And some of you may have been following what I've been doing, but I've been on a detox and then I've moved into a different regime where I'm eating meat for the first time in a very long time. And, you know, I'm having some really interesting effects because it's making me very, very strong. Hello, Louise. And it's making me very sort of action orientated in a way where I'm getting things done, whereas before there was lots of confusion. So this is leading me into the energies of what's actually going on with the frequencies of the planet right now. So this particular equinox, we've just had a new moon, okay? The new moon was in Pisces. I did a meditation on that on Saturday. You can listen to the replay. It's on the RozyGlow Facebook page, so please subscribe. That is kind of telling us about these lovely energies that are coming to us now, that are with us now for the next couple of weeks before we have the full moon. But we also have retrograde Mercury coming tomorrow. So there's this chance to review, which adds to this lovely soft energy that's coming. But the frequencies that are coming in now are about integration of opposites, okay? What's happening is we had Magenta Pixie talking a lot about the rainbow frequency and this equinox being about us bringing unification, so no longer excluding parts of ourselves and also parts of society, so different fringes of people that identify one way or identify another. It's about being all inclusive. And then this leads me to the other beautiful thing about what this time period is about. If you think about the light and the dark and the uniting of these opposites, it's also about twin flame energy. So we're coming into spring, frisky spring. This is when we all kind of get to heat it up and we start thinking, if we're single, summer's coming, could all be a bit fun. What do I want? What would I like to grow here? Am I looking for a lover? Am I looking for a partner? Am I looking for something long term? Am I looking for something short term? What do I need from it, etc.? All of that is an external search which is best left in the next 3 weeks while we're going Mercury retrograde. Your time now is about your internal integration. So it's uniting all of your own opposites. Hello, Beatrice. But it's also about you uniting your inner masculine and your inner feminine. So going back to what I was saying about my dietary changes recently, as a person who brings a lot of energy in, okay, I work with very high frequency energies. This kind of does one of 4 things. Either it makes you very nervous and scatty and disorganized. That might have been me. Or you end up being prone to putting a lot of weight on to be able to hold that energy down. Or you look at your diet, your nutrition, your lifestyle, and you get really, really strong so that you can earth that energy in the same way that you can think of a cable. You know, the more voltage that's going through that cable, the thicker the cable, the plastic needs to be, the insulating plastic needs to be. Okay, so for us, that's, you know, our oil barrier around the skin cells. Okay, so it's about having a really good, strong cell membrane that protects you both energetically, it protects you from external threats and internal threats as well. So we want to make sure that we are strong. strong, okay? So whether you think about the outer sphere that I talk about when I do my coaching or I run my yoga classes, that's your outer sphere that you're strengthening. So you can pull in more and more energy through your core, and you've also got the physical strong boundary of your body to be able to deal with the energies that you are radiating out and also drawing into you. The final thing that can happen is that you can get really sick. You know, if you're pulling in lots and lots of high frequency energy, you can get sick. My mum was a very amazing energy worker, but she died at 60. And, you know, it really taught me a lot about what we think being healthy is and what being healthy really is, because it's about respecting our own boundaries. It is about eating right for us, for each person's individual, though there will be things that are in common. It is about being healthy in our relationships, in our psyche, making sure we're looking after ourselves, we're getting enough downtime as well. So all of this self-care is about you and your inner masculine and inner feminine coming back into balance. So my inner masculine is protecting me right now so I can do this energy work, because it's actually helping me to make the right choices with my physical body, with my physical environment, so that I feel safe, I feel nurtured, I've got the brain power, and I'm not running on empty, I'm not running on fumes, sorry. So this inner dance for me is like, what does my healthy inner masculine look like? What do I need him to do for me? Do I need him to protect me and make me feel better all the time, or do I just need him to help me be logical, make some decisions that are going to sustain me? And then what does that allow my inner feminine to do? Well, my inner feminine gets a chance to be able to be in her energy, to trust what she's feeling, to work with what she's feeling, and to follow her passion. So if there's a structure in your life, it's easier for energy to flow. If you've just got energy and no boundary, no structure, this is going to be a problem. You're just constantly leaking energy. What are the changes that have happened for me? The leak in my house has been sorted out. The block in my drain has been sorted out. All of this has been happening while I've been choosing to do a physical detox and actually change the way that I am eating. And this is, you know, I've been doing this over years, but I've just decided to take a stronger line now, which is my physical outline, because my outer body outline, the energy field and the core were strong, but my physical boundaries were poor. And now what I'm doing is helping me to feel much stronger, to be able to get to the point quickly, say yes, say no, not get stuck in guilt, blame, shame, and all the thoughts that are confusing, the feelings that are confusing, because they put you in the space of thinking about what the other person wants, what the other person needs, or the event, and not you. So I'm asking you to bring all of your energy back to you. With this equinox, you've got this perfect opportunity now to look at everything in your life in a balanced way. Take the judgment out. Notice that if you are angry, you're rageful, you feel like enough is enough, then that is an energy that is there to help you to separate the wheat from the chaff and actually to do your spring cleaning. So there's an internal spring cleaning, that's your physical body. There's an emotional spring cleaning needed, a psychological spring cleaning needed, and also a spiritual spring cleaning needed. So if you need a spiritual spring cleaning and you want to review where you're at, I am hosting a cacao ceremony, and with my lovely friend Pete, he's going to be doing a Tibetan singing bowl sound journey with us tonight. So it's going to be beautiful. So if you're free and you want to come along, let me know. It's £25 or £20 concessions, and whatever you can afford, you're very welcome to come if we've got space. We really would like you to come. And also in Croydon, if you're there, we're running an amazing 4-hour cacao ceremony, crystal singing bowl bath, and also yoga workshop on Sunday the 25th, and that's from 3:30 to 7:30. So if you want to come along, you check that out through enjoyyoga.com. Back to the energies now. Lots of frequencies coming in. I talked about the solar flares. So if you are feeling a little bit edgy, if you are feeling a bit nervous, remember excitement and nervousness, anxiety even, are kind of like the same neurological response. They're the same effect in the nervous system. There's this excitement. It's how we interpret it that is different. So I'm going to invite you to consider being an acupuncture needle, anchoring your light into the earth. So if you want to feel more grounded, open up the soles of your feet. Just allow yourself, if you can, the sun's out right now, to go out onto the grass, take your socks off, breathe in and out through your feet, and make your connection to the earth beneath you. Every time you breathe out, send your breath lower down to about 3 foot deep in the earth where your earth chakra is. It's slightly different for us all exactly where it is, but your earth chakra is what anchors you into this reality. But we don't want to be anchoring into a third dimensional paradigm, because that's an old paradigm that we're moving out of, which is why you will have noticed that lately I haven't been getting you to connect to the center of the earth. I've been asking you to connect to your earth chakra, because as we are creating this new earth ascension, you know, this paradise on earth, so the new earth paradigm, we are creating it. Therefore, our earth chakra roots us enough into our earthliness, our physicality, that we can actually connect to Gaia's heart, so the new earth paradigm that we're building, through our own hearts. In the same way that we can connect to the source, and we can connect to our cosmic heart through our own hearts. So our hearts become a portal for us to connect to everything, because the whole universe is right in here, baby. It's amazing. So anyway, I think I've covered everything. Unification consciousness is where we're at the moment. Having a panoramic view of everything that's going on in your life. So if suddenly everything feels like it's a big fat mess, it's not, okay? But write down what you think is a mess, and then take some time to really look at all of the things that have shifted that maybe you haven't noticed. All those little things add up. You've done a lot of work already, especially if you've been doing work with me with the meditations or any of my coaching. You've been doing a lot of work. So really celebrate how far you have come and how many things you've moved out of, and then look at the stuff that's left. And that's where we invite our inner masculine to be able to help create some order, and then we step our inner feminine in to help us to work out exactly what needs to go where. So you kind of get this feeling impulse of like, this is what I want to do most next. Great. Create that structure around it, okay? But you need to look at everything that is there, and then you give your inner feminine a chance to go, right, well, I want to do that first. Okay, how do we make that work? And you build it from there. I'm doing loads more work on all of this stuff, so if you're interested, please subscribe to RozyGlow.com, subscribe to the YouTube channel and the Facebook page, because I'm putting different things in different places that will help you to orientate with this, okay? And then if you are looking for love, or you're not particularly happy in your relationship, remember that that outer relationship is a reflection of your inner relationship. So if there isn't anyone there, then it's time to activate this inner relationship between your inner masculine and feminine, and start to consider what qualities you need to develop in yourself, you want to develop in yourself, that maybe you're looking for in a partner. See whether you can start to build those qualities in yourself. You'll be surprised by what comes about. And if you have got a partnership already, whatever obstacles are going on there are really giving you some guidance as to where your inner work is. And it's usually to do with our sense of what we deserve and what we feel worthy of. And remembering that judgment is absolute poison. So guilt, blame, shame, fear, judgment will erode any relationship. To be able to move into this now moment where all your power is, it's about coming back to your core, it's about connecting to the earth, it's about earthing, it's about grounding, it's moving out of the constant chatter here, feeling your connection, because you are an energy being in a physical body. So it's anchoring those two, which you do through connecting to the earth, and then bringing your awareness up to your heart. So inspiration, inspired action comes from intention, the right intention, and making sure you're aligned with it. And it also comes from aligning with that intention. So once you have an intention, you utilize your inner masculine to help you to align with it. Your intention is your passion, that's your inner feminine. Okay, so the two are constantly working together. And I just think of my inner masculine and inner feminine dancing. And I'm like, what type of dance do I want to have right now? How do I want to feel? What are the qualities that I want to experience in a relationship? Like, how do I want to feel if I'm in it? I'm not in one at the moment, and it's like, it's really good because I feel really whole and complete in me. So if I'm going to be with someone else, it's really got to add something, not take something away. And that's been a really big step for me, to step into this knowing I don't actually need someone else. I can choose to be with someone else. I do need connection. I do need my friends. I do need my community. I do need the support networks. But I don't need someone in order to feel whole. That's hugely liberating. You know, I love feeling this way, and I love taking charge of my life. So my inner masculine is helping me to order things, but but my inner feminine is helping me to trust in divine timing and also to follow my passion and not to allow that logic to override me, because every time I go, no, I must do this first because that's what's on the list first, and I don't question it and feel into it and go, oh, is it still important it goes that way, or can we do it another way? Then invariably I create more work for myself. So remember, a lot of suffering is self-induced. That was quite a download, wasn't it? So I want to leave that there. I do want to wish you a really, really wonderful springtime. You know, here we are, we're moving into spring, the dark days are over, the clocks are going to be going forward again. Hallelujah, these 6 months of darkness are over, and we've got this opportunity to really start to move into our lightness. And that lightness can only really fully be experienced if we've got a nice strong vessel and we are well grounded to bring more light in. So please be really careful about energy work that you are doing, any kind of energy work. If you are not looking after your physical body, be really careful about what you are doing. You must look after the alpha and the omega, okay? So the earthly body helps you to house your spirit, helps you to house your soul. If you do not look after this body properly, then the more energy you bring in, the more that's going to destabilize you. So bear that in mind. It is my duty to share that. I love you lots. I'm sending you beautiful vibes. I look forward to hearing from you. Let me know what's going on, what seeds you want to plant. Remember, it's new moon. If you haven't yet signed up to the Prosperity Challenge and the Star Salutation that I offer through the RozyGlow website, perfect time to start. Set an intention. Be very clear about how you want to feel rather than the specifics of an intention. The more specific you get, you may well get it, but actually discover that it's not brought you the feelings that you wanted to have. It's not brought you the relief. It's not brought you the sense of safety. It's not brought you the freedom. Whatever the feelings that are the end result of the specific thing that you want, that's the stuff to get into when you're planning an intention, okay? It's the feeling qualities that you want as a result of clearing the blocks to this particular issue in your life. I'll leave that there. I will make another video about intention another time. Hope to see you tonight, or hope to see you on Sunday. Details are RozyGlow Facebook page or Enjoy Yoga website, Enjoy Yoga Facebook page. Love you loads and loads and loads. Take care. Bye.